Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're talking about the Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes at Death Valley National Park. This is a fantastic spot that you should add to your itinerary, whether you're on your way in or out of Death Valley National Park. I'm gonna read you some information. I'll show the video of the time that I spent there. Very, very beautiful, and a lot of really cool things have to happen for these sand dunes to kind of stay in place. So I'm gonna cover that right now, and then we'll jump into a couple things that you should know. Going to NPS off the bat, Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes, the name comes from these trees that kind of grow in and out of the sand. Pretty interesting. And if you want to recreate an image like this, obviously you need the timing, so the lighting to be right, and you also need a telephoto lens to compress those mountains in the back, right? So this is maybe just a pro tip for those photographers out there. As we scroll down, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of unique things have to happen. In order to create sand dunes, there must be a source of sand, in this case the eroding mountains to the north, wind to move that sand, and a barrier to prevent that sand from being blown further, the mountains to the south. The conditions at Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes are perfect for the creation of dunes, and while individual grains move and ripples form, the dune field remains. Get some information here about the name. Sand dunes provide habitat for animals, including some kangaroo rats and sidewinder rattlesnakes. Anything with the word rattlesnake means you have to be very careful if it's warm outside. If it's cold, they're underground, more than likely, that's not for sure. But if it's warm, you have to be very, very careful. It says no official trails exist, but I will show you an example of what you could do. You could hike to the tallest dune, and I'll cover that in a second as well. The Mesquite Dunes are known for the dramatic shadows at sunrise and sunset, as ripples and edges in the dunes stand out in greater contrast. This is also a good place to observe the famous dark night skies. Yeah, I talked about Dante's view for starry skies, and you're like 5,000 plus feet. This is a bit down below. Death Valley just seems like an overall great park, similar to Joshua Tree, to really go in there and immerse yourself at nighttime. Do some star viewing, some star shooting, etc. I'll put the information here, linked down below. They do have bathrooms there off the side of the road, off the 190, very close to Stovepipe Wells Village. As you can imagine, no pets allowed. My goodness, I have to say that over and over and over. On all trails, there is the trail here. There is no specific trail, but if you want to hike to a high point, this is something that you can follow. Now, keep in mind, this is all sand. People misunderestimate. This is not just like, oh, I'm gonna walk. It's hard. Imagine stepping and it's sinking down, right? If you want to do this, be prepared. It's going to be more challenging than you expect. It's on the side of the 190. You can see Stovepipe Wells here, Mosaic Canyon down this road. And with that, again, I'll show you a little bit of the video that I took here, but would very much recommend that you guys check this place out. Make sure you check out that longer vlog where I cover 10 things you got to check out at Death Valley, as well as 5 really important tips for your trip to Death Valley National Park. Let's jump into the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Actually, on our way back, woke up, just enjoyed some coffee, checked out at the ranch. There's that little wax museum for the kiddo. And on our way back, we're going a different direction this time, and we're stopping at the Mesquite Sand Dunes. It's a little bit of a walk, and then you get to the sand. Really, really pretty. So we're gonna keep going a little bit further in. Sand is so soft. It's just kind of crazy, honestly. It's really, really soft.